What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm going to start doing a lot of movie reviews and stuff on this channel, so I figured my first video would be me showing off my Blu Ray collection, just to give you guys a hint of what, hello kitty, at what my taste in movies is. So, there's a lot to get through, as you can see, so let's get right into it. First, we got the Alien Anthology. This is Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. Have not seen the latter two. Oh my gosh, my cat is trying to knock over a stack of movies. Prometheus, a prequel to Alien. Then we got Alien Covenant, another prequel, if you will. We got the Back to the Future trilogy, some of my favorite movies, especially the first one. And we got Die Hard 1 through 4. I've not seen Die Hard 5, nor do I plan to. Okay, then we got Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I'm going to say Harry Potter for every one of these. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. If you're curious, my favorite is Azkaban, followed by Deathly Hallows Part 2. Then we got the spin-off, prequel-ish thing, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Three of my favorite movies ever, the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition Trilogy. Then we got the prequel trilogy, Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies. Smaug is my fave. Aladdin. Came out the year I was born. Just saying. Batman v Superman. Did not hate that movie, actually. We got Beauty and the Beast animated. And Beauty and the Beast live action. Probably my wife's favorite movie. You don't know her at all. Then we got Blade Runner. And in my opinion, the better movie, the sequel, Blade Runner 2049. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Not seen 2 yet. Do enjoy 1. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Very creepy movie. Gone Girl. Speaking of creepy movies. Goodfellas. Another one of my favorites. Robert De Niro. Schindler's List. A movie you could probably only ever watch once in your life, but it's worth it. Silence of the Lambs. One of the best, in my opinion. The Social Network, you can't really tell. There's Mark / Jesse Eisenberg. Suicide Squad. I do not hate this movie, but it is not that great either. Taxi Driver. And this is not a movie, but it is a TV set. True Detective, Season 1. Very good show. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Pretty underrated. 10 Things I Hate About You, with the Joker, Mr. Heath Ledger himself. 12 Years a Slave. 127 Hours. Make you very grateful to have both arms. 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. 28 Days Later. 310 to Yuma. 300. 50-50. This movie makes me cry every time. 500 Days of Summer. About Time. Pretty underrated romantic comedy-ish movie. The Accountant. A very underrated Ben Affleck movie. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and When Nature Calls. Jim Carrey at his finest. Admission. Have not seen this. Wife recommended it. Air Force One. Die Hard on a Plane. Alice in Wonderland. Classic, of course. Almost Famous. American Beauty. Before Kevin Spacey was a weirdo. American Gangster. All the American movies. American History X. Very tough movie to watch. American Hustle. American Psycho. American Sniper. Animal Kingdom. out of the American movies. Annihilation, one of the best of this year, I think. Ant-Man, gonna pick up Ant-Man and the Wasp when it comes out. Apocalypse Now, still have not seen this, but I know it's very highly regarded. Apollo 13, just watched First Man last night. Very good movie, both of them. Argo, Arrival, one of the best sci-fi movies of the recent years. Avengers, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Avengers Infinity War, probably my favorite of the MCU movies. The Aviator, Baby Driver, more people should watch this movie, really good. And Bambi, probably the first movie to make everyone cry. Batman, a lot of Batman movies coming up here. Batman Returns, Batman Forever, everyone's favorite, Batman and Robin, Batman Assault on Arkham, the better Suicide Squad movie, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, one of my favorite movies ever, and The Dark Knight Rises. Doesn't hold up as well, but it's still really, really good. Batman The Dark Knight Returns, Batman and Harley Quinn, more of a comedy, that movie, still good. Batman Mask of the Phantasm, just watched this last year for the first time, really, really good. Batman Under the Red Hood, and Batman Year One. Ironically, that's the last one in the order. A Beautiful Mind, Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, Begin Again, the BFG, Big, little baby Tom Hanks, Big Hero 6, Big Lebowski, probably one of my favorite comedies, The Big Short, Big Trouble in Little China, so much fun, love Kurt Russell. Birdman, probably one of my favorite movies. Again, Michael Keaton's just amazing. Black Hawk Down, Black Mass, Johnny Depp finally doing regular people roles. Black Panther, Black Swan, Blade, and Blade 2. I like both of these. I can't really pick a favorite out of the two. I haven't seen the third one, don't plan to. The Blind Side, Blood Diamond, very, very good movie. Love Leo. Bloodfather, good old Mel Gibson. Blow, Blue Valentine, not a Valentine's movie, that's for sure. Bone Tomahawk, oh, this movie made me cringe. The Book of Eli, Bottle Rocket, Wes Anderson's first movie. The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, and The Bourne Ultimatum. I like all of these. I think probably either Identity or Ultimatum is my favorite. Boyhood. You know how long that movie took to make? If you don't, look it up. Brave. Braveheart. Another favorite. Brawl in Cell Block 99. Another very underrated movie. More people should watch that. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I haven't seen it yet, but it's one of my wife's favorites. Breakfast Club. Definitely my favorite John Hughes film. Bridge of Spies. Bridge to Terabithia. This movie actually will make you cry, I guarantee it. Bronson, Tom Hardy, probably at his finest. Brothers, pretty underrated Tobey Maguire performance, I think. Bruce Almighty. A Bug's Life. Can't tell, we love Disney movies. Buried, very claustrophobic movie. Cabin in the Woods. That's a good movie right there. Cape Fear. Captain America, First Avenger. Winter Soldier, probably my second favorite MCU movie. And then Civil War. That movie gave us Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and for that I am eternally grateful. Captain Fantastic, pretty underrated, Viggo Mortensen. Captain Phillips. Casino, very long, but worth it. Casino Royale, probably my favorite James Bond movie. Followed by Skyfall. I was about to say Skyfall. Castaway. This movie changed the way we look at a lot of ordinary things. Catch Me If You Can. Chef. Pretty underrated. I'm going to say that a lot. Children of Men. Chronicle. Cinderella, animated, and live action. I prefer the animated of pretty much all the live action remakes. The Cinderella Man. Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Yes, I have not opened this or seen it in my life. Don't kill me. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Cloverfield. Clue. Probably the only board game movie I know of that is any good. Coco. Collateral. Colossal. I don't know if you guys can see my cat, but she is right in front of the camera. Constantine. Cool Runnings. Sanko, you did. Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know why I said it like that. Crazy Stupid Love. You guys will see that I'm a big Ryan Gosling fan. Darkman. I've not seen this yet. It's directed by Sam Raimi, and I love that guy, so. Date Night. The Day After Tomorrow. Haven't seen this yet, but supposedly that's the reason my wife hates Jake Gyllenhaal. Daybreakers. Dazed and Confused. Dead Poets Society. R.I.P. Mr. Williams. Deadpool and Deadpool 2. Not your average comic book movies. Deepwater Horizon. The Departed. I think every person ever that I've seen on the internet says it like that. The Descendants. I haven't seen this one yet either. Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2. From what I hear, the third one's not that great, so. The Disaster Artist. I don't own The Room, but I do appreciate it for what it is. District 9. Django Unchained. Leo's performance in that movie is amazing. Doctor Strange. I think an underrated MCU movie, in my opinion. Donnie Brasco. Donnie Darko. Dread. Really hope they make a sequel. My favorite movie of all time, if you don't know, Drive. It's just the best movie ever. The Drop. Due Date. Dumb and Dumber. Don't really care to see the sequel. Dunkirk. Very great movie. E.T. Gotta have the classics, man. Eastern Promises. Heard about this one from Chris Stuckman. And it's worth a watch. Easy A. Ed Wood. I just watched that recently. Really good movie. Edge of 17. Love that movie. Edge of Tomorrow. Not Live, Die, Repeat. Eddie the Eagle. Edward Scissorhands. Probably tied for my favorite Tim Burton movie. Election. Elf. Classic Christmas movie. Elysium. The Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove. Enchanted. End of Watch. Just watched this recently. Rewatched it. Made me cry again. Enemy. Definitely a thinker of a movie. Equilibrium / also called The Matrix ripoff. Point. I don't know how many there are at this point. Escape from New York. Everest. Still have not watched this either, but I am excited to at some point in my life. Ex Machina. Fargo, don't you know? Father of the Bride, Part 1 and 2. Part 2 is definitely a childhood favorite. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Fight Club. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, because Brad Pitt said so. The Fighter. Christian Bale won an Oscar, finally, for that movie. Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Of course, Finding Nemo's better, but I actually like Finding Dory. Finding Neverland. Kind of an underrated movie. Johnny Depp actually plays a normal guy. Flight. Forrest Gump. No, everyone in Alabama does not talk like Forrest Gump. The Founder. The Fountain. Another thinker of a movie. Some people say it's really pretentious. Whatever, I think it's good. Fracture. Another Chris Stuckman recommendation. And of course, Ryan Gosling. Freaky Friday. Oh, childhood, man. Frozen. Another one of my wife's favorites. I like it too. The Fugitive. Fury. One of the best war movies of recent years. Galaxy Quest. The Game. Game Night. Gangs of New York. Gattaca. Get Out. Not very scary, but definitely suspenseful. Get Smart. The Gift. Gladiator. Another favorite. Glory. My history teacher showed that in class and did not realize how violent it was. The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2. I've not seen Part 3 yet. Don't know when I will. Godzilla. Excited for the sequel. Gone Baby Gone. Mr. Affleck's first directorial. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly with the Deadpool slipcover. I love these things. The Good Dinosaur. Good Morning Vietnam. Good Will Hunting. Definitely my favorite performance by Robin Williams. The Goonies. Never Say Die. Goosebumps. Haven't watched this yet, but I'm on a Halloween marathon this month. Gran Torino. Grand Budapest Hotel. Probably my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Gravity. The Green Mile. Another one that will make you cry. Gremlins. Everyone's favorite Christmas horror comedy movie. The Grey. Another kind of underrated movie. Guardians Galaxy 1 and Guardians 2. The Guest. One of my favorite Halloween movies to revisit. Kind of another underrated one. Hacksaw Ridge. Mel Gibson in top form. Halloween. Excited for the sequel. The Hateful Eight. Heat. Heavyweights. Ben Stiller is amazing in that. Hell or High Water. Hellboy and Hellboy 2. I've only seen the first one. Gonna get around to watching the second at some point. Her. Hercules. A History of Violence. Home Alone. My favorite Christmas movie, if you don't know. And Home Alone 2. Basically the same movie, except he's in New York. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Hook. Oh, man. So many memories. Hot Fuzz. Hilarious. Hot Rod. Hilarious for different reasons. Hotel Transylvania. Haven't seen the other two yet. How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon 2. Excited for the third one. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Hugo. Probably my wife's favorite movies at the moment. Hunger Games. Catching Fire. My favorite one. Mockingjay Part 1. And Mockingjay Part 2. The Hunt. One of the only foreign films I own. Very underrated. Check it out. Hunt for the Wilder People. The Hurt Locker. I Am Legend. I Am Steve Rogers. I Love You, Man. Love me some Paul Rudd. Ides of March. Another Ryan Gosling movie. In Bruges. Oh, love In Bruges. So much fun. Inception. The Incredible Hulk. My least favorite MCU movie. The Incredibles. I did like the sequel, actually, quite a bit. Independence Day. Have no plans to watch the sequel. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Temple of Doom. And The Last Crusade. Glorious Bastards. Inside Out. It did make me cry, I know. Insidious. Insomnia. Probably Christopher Nolan's most underrated movie. Interstellar. Definitely not an underrated movie. Into the Woods. Another wife recommendation that I have not seen yet. Iron Giant. I'm so glad that movie is getting praise now. Iron Man. The one that started it all. Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3. Actually, I think that one's underrated too. It. Cool little changey thingy. It's a Wonderful Life. Classic Christmas. Jack Reacher. Do not care to see the sequel. Jaws. Classic. Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. John Wick and John Wick 2. John Wick, the first one, is probably one of my favorite action movies. Jumanji. And the surprisingly good sequel, Welcome to the Jungle. The Jungle Book, animated and live action. I still have not seen the animated one. I know. Juno. My sister and brother-in-law like to call me that. Jurassic Park. One of my faves. The Lost World. Pretty underrated. And Jurassic World. I haven't seen Jurassic World 2 yet. Justice League Doom. Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox. Justice League War. Justice League Dark. Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2. I wish the second one did better. I wanted a third. Oops, these are out of order. Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2. King Arthur. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Not as bad as people said it was. King Kong. King of Comedy. Underrated Scorsese. King's Speech. Surprisingly not boring. The Kingdom. Kingdom of Heaven. This director's cut is an underrated movie. Really good. Kingsman: The Secret Service and Kingsman: The Golden Circle. This one's definitely better, but I like both of them. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. A Knight's Tale. Classic Heat. Kong Skull Island. Not bad. Excited to see what they do with it in the future. Krampus. I actually really like that movie. It's not that scary, but it's entertaining, that's for sure. Kung Fu Panda, Kung Fu Panda 2, and Kung Fu Panda 3. Surprisingly solid trilogy. L.A. Confidential, La La Land, the almost winner of Best Picture, Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider Cradle of Life. I have not seen these yet, but again, Chris Stockman recommended them. Lars and the Real Girl. Very interesting movie. Last Samurai, another favorite. Lawless. Lego Movie. No one thought that was going to be any good. And the Lego Batman movie. Leon the Professional. Little Natalie Portman. All 4 Lethal Weapons. I've only seen the first 3. Liar Liar. Classic Jim Carrey. Life. Kind of an underrated one from last year. The Life Aquatic. Gotta love Bill. Lincoln. The Lion King. My favorite animated movie. Little Miss Sunshine. The Little Mermaid. Little Rascals. Oh boy. Locke. Tom Hardy acting for 90 minutes, and it's amazing. Logan Lucky. Lone Survivor. Kind of a spoiler, that title. Looper. Before Rian Johnson destroyed Star Wars. Lord of War. Pretty good Nicolas Cage movie, actually. Macbeth. I wish this had been out when I did my Macbeth paper in high school. Mad Max. Road Warrior. Beyond Thunderdome. And Fury Road. One of my favorite action movies ever. But all of them are pretty solid. Beyond Thunderdome is kind of weird. Madagascar. Madagascar 2. And Madagascar 3. I know people hate that stupid Afro song, but the rest of the movie's not that bad. Maggie. Kind of a weird zombie drama. Magnificent 7. And Man of Steel. Kind of sad that Henry Cavill is probably not going to be Superman anymore. The Martian. The Mask of Zorro. Love me a swashbuckling movie. Master and Commander. Matchstick Men. Another underrated, really good Nicolas Cage movie. Matrix. Definitely one of my favorites. And Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions. Not quite as good. Maze Runner. Haven't seen the other 2 yet. Mean Girls. This is one of me and my wife's favorite movies to watch together. Mean Streets. Meet the Parents. Thankfully that did not happen to me when I met my wife's parents. Memento. Men in Black. Men in Black 2. Men in Black 3. I've only seen the first one, but I love me some Will Smith. What can I say? Midnight Special. The Mighty Ducks. I want to get the other 2 at some point. Minority Report. Les Miserables. I always thought this was an L movie. And then I realized that Les just means the. So, Misery. Ouch. You know what I mean? Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2. No. Mission Impossible 3. Better. Ghost Protocol. Probably the best. Rogue Nation. Still really good. And I really liked Fallout. A lot. Moana. Moneyball. Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. Definitely, the first one's definitely the best. You know, as it usually is. Moon. Very underrated. Sam Rockwell. Why I said it like that? Rockwell. Moonlight, the actual winner of Best Picture that year. Moonrise Kingdom. Mortal Kombat. All kinds of cheese. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Doubtfire. Actually, pretty creepy movie when you dissect it. Mud. Mulan. And I guess Mulan 2. Never going to watch it. The Mummy. And The Mummy Returns. Not the third one. That one sucks. Munich. I think that's like the only R-rated Spielberg movie I've seen. Muppets Christmas Carol. My Cousin Vinny. Or My Cousin Deadpool, I guess. The Nice Guys. Kind of underrated. One of my favorites, actually. Sorry for all the Fleming, get it? Yeah. Nightcrawler. Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare on Elm Street. I just watched this for the first time, and it holds up. Not the acting, but everything else. No Country for Old Men. Nocturnal Animals. Very creepy. Nonstop. Taken on a Plane. The Notebook. I know. It's Ryan Gosling. Come on. Now You See Me. I've not seen the sequel. Ocean's 11. Really good. The only one I care to own. Office Space. Another Deadpool. Slippity Whippity. Olympus Has Fallen. Once Upon a Time in America. I haven't seen this yet because I can't find 4 hours that I want to spend watching one movie. 1 Hour Photo. Very underrated Robin Williams movie. Only God Forgives. Another thinker. Only the Brave. This movie made me cry. That's for dang sure. Oz the Great and Powerful. Pacific Rim. Didn't hear good things about the sequel, so. Page Master. Childhood, man. It's all right there. Pan's Labyrinth. The Parent Trap. For the longest time, I actually thought they were twins in real life. I didn't realize it was the same girl. Passengers. Patterson. Probably my favorite Adam Driver performance. He's Kylo Ren, if you don't know. The Patriot. Makes me cry, that's for sure. Patriots Day. The Peanuts movie. I've had this movie for like 2 years and I still haven't watched it. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Peter Pan animated. And live action. I like these about the same. I kind of grew up watching the live action one more. Pete's Dragon. Pinocchio. A really weird movie. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Definitely the best one. But also really good. Dead Man's Chest. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. On Stranger Tides. It's alright. Dead Men Tell No Tales. Place Beyond the Pines. Another underrated Gosling movie. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So funny. Platoon. Pocahontas and Pocahontas 2. Everyone's favorite sequel. Point Break. Polar Express. Power Rangers. Predator and Predators. I have not seen Predator 2 or the new one. Predestination. That one will mess you up. The Prestige. Pretty Woman, another wife recommendation. And it's pretty good. Princess Bride. Classic. Prisoners, another one of my favorites. Not easy to watch. The Proposal. The Proposition. Just realized these are like the same title, just different words. Pulp Fiction. Classic. Puss in Boots, a surprisingly not bad spin-off of Shrek. A Quiet Place, definitely one of my favorites from this year. Raging Bull. The Raid and The Raid 2. Some of the best action in any movies. Rain Man. Rango. Johnny Depp as a chameleon. Ratatouille. I don't know if you just saw my cat jump on the bed. Ready Player One. Spielberg doing what he does best. Remember the Titans. Reservoir Dogs. The Revenant. Finally got Leo an Oscar. The Ringer. Weird movie. Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And my favorite of the trilogy, War for the Planet of the Apes. They're all really good, though. The Road. Road to Perdition, another favorite. Robin Hood Men in Tights. RoboCop. All 6 original Rocky movies. And then Creed. Excited for the sequel. The Rover. Not Red Rover. The Royal Tenenbaums. Rush. Rushmore. Be a good title for a sequel, I guess. Sandlot. Saving Mr. Banks. Saving Private Ryan. Say Anything. Ugh. School of Rock. Probably one of my favorites. Another favorite. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Sad that didn't do well at the box office. Scream. Just watched that recently. It's pretty good. Secret Window. 7. 7 Psychopaths. Pretty underrated. The Shallows. Love me a shark movie. The Shape of Water. Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. Shawshank Redemption, another favorite. Sherlock Holmes. And Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. I hear they're making the 3rd one, finally. The Shining. Here's Johnny. Shrek. And Shrek 2. The only ones I care to own. Shutter Island. Sicario. Excited to watch the sequel soon. Sideways. Signs. I really like Signs. A lot of people have told me they hate it. I don't know why. Silence. Ugh. Silver Linings Playbook. Sin City. Sing Street. One of the most underrated movies I've ever seen, probably. 16 Candles. Oops. The Sixth Sense. Dead People. Sleepy Hollow. Snatch. Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. Snowpiercer. Pretty underrated Chris Evans movie. Source Code. Southpaw. Space Jam. Definitely not as good as I remember it being. Speed. My cat is staring at me intently off screen. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. I actually like all of these. Spider-Man 2 is definitely my favorite. And then we got Spider-Man Homecoming. Love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. So good. Split. So excited for Glass. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And Sponge Out of Water. Grew up with SpongeBob. Had to get the movies. Spotlight. Spy. Stand By Me. Star Trek, the reboot. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. Okay, that's the front. Star Trek Into Darkness. And Star Trek Beyond. Solid trilogy, man. Star Wars, the prequels. These are in chronological order. Then Rogue One. I do not own Solo yet, though I did enjoy it. Then we got the original trilogy. Empire is always going to be my favorite. Then we got Force Awakens. And the one everyone loves to hate, The Last Jedi. I do not hate it. I think it's actually pretty good. Steve Jobs. Stranger Than Fiction. Surprisingly dramatic Will Ferrell movie. Stronger. Sunshine. Superbad. Sweeney Todd. Probably my other favorite Tim Burton movie. Swiss Army Man. A very, very strange movie. But I love it. Sword in the Stone. Sword. I haven't seen this yet. What can you do? Taken. I saw Taken 2 a long time ago. Never again. Tangled. Tarzan. Love me some Tarzan. Aha. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and The Secret of the Ooze. So much fun. The Terminal. The Terminator. And Terminator 2, Judgment Day. That Thing You Do, Tom Hanks directed movie that's actually really good. There Will Be Blood, one of the best performances by any actor in that movie. The Thing. Thor, pretty forgettable. Thor: The Dark World, same kind of. Thor Ragnarok, one of my favorite MCU movies. Three Amigos. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Titanic, probably my wife's least favorite movie. Tombstone. The Town. This is probably actually my favorite Ben Affleck directed movie. Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3. I actually can't pick a favorite. They're all just really good. Training Day. Treasure Planet. Special movie for me. It came out the exact day I turned 10. Like, the exact day. Pretty cool. And it's a really good movie. Trick or Treat. Excited to watch this month. Haven't seen it yet. Tropic Thunder. Hilarious. Troy. Another underrated medieval epic. True Romance. True Grit. The Truman Show, another favorite. And another favorite, Unbreakable. Uncle Buck. Oops. Under the Skin, another thinker of a movie, really good. Unforgiven. Unknown. A lot of uns. Unstoppable. Untouchables. And Up. First 10 minutes are the best part. As pretty much anyone will tell you. Upgrade, one of my favorites from this year. Looks like the better version of Venom. I haven't seen Venom yet, though. The Usual Suspects. V for Vendetta. And it's the only, no, not the only V movie I have. The Voices. A pretty strange Ryan Reynolds film. A Walk Among Tombstones. Among the Tombstones, sorry. Wall-E. War of the Worlds. I actually really liked it. I know some people have issues with certain parts. Warrior. Another favorite. Watchmen. The Way, Way Back. One of my favorites to watch every summer. We Bought a Zoo. The Wedding Singer. What We Do in the Shadows. The Office meets vampires. This movie's hilarious. Another favorite of mine, Whiplash. So good. White Christmas. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Holds up better than Space Jam. Wind River. Can you hear me like getting all stopped up? It's crazy. Winter's Bone, before Jennifer Lawrence blew up. Wolf of Wall Street, a very controversial movie for me to own. Wonder Woman, the best DC animated DC Universe movie, that's for sure. World War Z. Supposedly we're getting a sequel. The World's End. Hilarious. Wreck-It Ralph. A little skeptical of that sequel. We'll see. The Wrestler. X-Men. X-Men 2. Probably my favorite. X-Men The Last Stand. X-Men Origins Wolverine. No. X-Men First Class. Better. The Wolverine. Better Wolverine movie, that's for sure. Days of Future Past. Probably my second favorite. X-Men Apocalypse. Pretty good. And this isn't really an X-Men movie, but it is in the same universe as Logan. This is probably one of my favorite superhero movies ever. Yes Man. Zodiac. Very good movie. Zombieland. Zootopia. And then I have a couple seasons of Breaking Bad. Let's see. Just have season 3, 4, and 5. 5 and 5.5. I don't know. And that, as they say, is that. Those are all the Blu-rays in my collection. Actually, I do have season 1 of Stranger Things, but it's up in there. That's it. Thanks for watching and hearing me say a bunch of movie titles. Yeah, if you want to see more, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.